We are live here at the Brickyard, and currently 7 cars lined up, an 8th car waiting and staging. That is Connor. He is currently AFK, but we'll see. Just gonna make sure the stream is up. The Brickyard, we're gonna be at the road course. Of course, the oval is a little bit on the big side for these cars, so nothing like the ROX Mods on a road course. And it looks like Connor actually might be good to go, so we're going to make sure all the systems are set. We're going to have a 20-lap race and a 5-minute qualifying. We're going to have a pace lap to start us out. Jason Dady going to be the first one in his Good Wrench style number 20 car. Go in the car if he goes, and the yellow flag is out. If anyone's not going, you can pass them. Just stay behind the 20. It's going to be a little bit laggy coming out. That's okay. When we hit the final chicane, that's when we'll call the green flag, so you guys have speed to come to the start-finish line. And of course, the timer is going to start as soon as the car crosses the start-finish line. So we'll see how things go here. And you got to have a valid lap in order to be counted as a qualifier. So we calculated with the lap times. Again, a 1:22 was the time that was set by Nikolaus, as we got a car out of the debut race. That is the #1 Monster Energy Steam Waters racing machine. So we're going to have 5 minutes of qualifying in just a bit. A couple of spectators in the grandstand. Say hi to them. As we make our way out onto the speedway section. Very short to go green in just a moment. Jason Dady making his way up between the short chute on the oval. You can see that giant American flag oval turn 1 as we make our way to the second and final turn. The green flag comes out. That gives you guys enough time to build up speed. We make our way across now to the final turn. Nikolaus, the number 95 Ibis Racing Machine, making the way out of the final turn down the front stretch. Jackson Cook right behind. 5 minutes on the clock. 95 is the car to watch today. Absolutely the fastest car we saw in qualifying. I mean in practice. And we'll probably see him on the top of the board when it comes to qualifying. But Jackson Cook right behind the 95, Nikolaus. Looks like he's giving a push lap already, hot out the bots. But Nikolaus just trying to get a clean lap in here. Holding the current virtual pack lead. Again, that is how we run these road course races. It's a bit of an interesting format. Of course, you see on the chicane, as they are in real life, there's not really any track limits here up to the grass. So cars are allowed to run all the way up to the outside, if they please. And that is a car that looks like that's Jason Dady having a few issues with Nikolaus making his way once again out to the oval section of the road course. Down to the chicane. It's a right-hander, very tight right-hander coming to the left-hander. A purple sector to Jackson Cook without a valid lap time. Again, that's where that pushing hurts you. As Nikolaus making his way across the front straightaway to mark down his first lap. Let's see if this one is valid. Nikolaus with the 1:22.909. And a lot of those cars, again, on their out laps, just no valid lap times. It's all about really on these road course getting one in. Bad content is first time out. We saw him spin out on the pace lap. He's actually managed to put himself currently second on the board. Of course, we have a couple more laps left of this qualifying. Turn 4 last year had a lot of issues. It seems like everything as far as it goes spinning out on turn 4 has been kind of addressed and fixed. And that is good to see. As we got a 3-car pack, your podium sitter, the number 18 Kyle Busch tribute car with Jason Dady, and the number 44 car driven by Landon, I believe, on his first ROX Mod race. Certainly on the road course. A lot of these guys first times out on road courses. Jason Dady currently third in this virtual sort of pack here, but Nikolau's the purple sector 1, purple sector 2 looking good through the final chicane. As long as he's stringed together, he set himself as a goal with a 121, drifting out of the final really breaking point here as a 44 spinning out of the background. Here comes Nicolau. It's down the front straight. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. That's good for about 2 laps here. 122.428. And Jason Dady is going to take up that second place spot. 124.559. We got about enough time for a lap and a half here. So, judging by the looks of it, we should be good to keep going. That'll mean that the next time by will be Nico's final lap, as well as everyone behind him. The 95 making his way down the back straight part of the road course, with a purple sector 1 into the curb. That's a bit of an interesting line through chicanes, now making his way back out onto the oval, and that invalidates his lap time. So, must have made some sort of slip up in the chicane, judging by what happened there. I'm pretty sure everyone is through this lap, so Nicolas again drifting through the second to the last turn, the last breaking point. We're going to put the white flag out, so next time by will be the checker, but keep going to the white flag once you guys cross the line. So again, you guys are coming into the white flag, so keep going. You'll be seeing that checker flag come out. We're going to turn off the timer. It is still qualifying. We are going to be on a white flag lap. And Jackson Cook actually closing down the lap times of Nicolau. It's 123.720. I believe that actually might be the best that we've seen him do so far. By far surpassing his lap times we saw during practice. Pretty much everyone on the board has a clean lap. There is Darktails finally. It's a 133. They are actually rocking a tribute card to Glitch Studios. I believe we have a couple of characters from Murder Drones. We'll have a look at them in a moment, but here comes Nicolau. Makes his way back out once again onto the oval. Into the chicane that immediately follows. And he so far has had a habit of drifting the final breaking point. This time by, it looks like he's good. That could be something that makes a huge difference here. We're going to put the checkered flag out. So once you guys cross the line, that is going to be it for you. Nicolau crosses the line of 122.699. You could do a cooldown lap. You could go into the pit lane. That's it. The choice is yours. How long you guys want to spend here? Looks like Nico's just going to pull it down. And Jackson does improve a 123.057, just about half a second behind everyone else. Once you guys are crossing the start-finish line, that will be it for your qualifying. And if you guys are interested, the stream link will be on announcements. And there's the last car out. That is Darktails again. Let's get a look at his car. That was actually made by my friend. That is a number 3. Again, a tribute to Glitch Studios. Alright. Darktails, if you're going to do a cooldown, please go slowly. We're going to line up at the end of the pit lane. Order is going to be as follows. It is going to be Nicolau in pole position. Second place is Jackson Cook. If we could head back to the pit lane exit. Nicolau's first place. Second place is going to be Jackson Cook. Third place is Jason Dady. Fourth place is Bad Content here. That is... I believe your first time out too, so good job on that, getting fourth. Landon up in 5th place. 6th place is going to be Connor. 7th place is BG, and 8th place is Darktails. So, I'm going to move Stephen Waters' car out. It seemed kind of implicative. He might be able to make it out. We're going to see. Haven't got anything from him. So, I'll just park his car out in the pit lane. He made this new car for us this week, so leave it at that. I'll just stand by it. And a reminder that this being a road course race, we are going to have a podium. The winner of today's race will have their national anthem played. So we'll see today if that's going to be the American anthem or the Trinidad anthem. I don't know if we have anyone from any other countries, so it's going to be between most likely Trinidad and the Great 50 States. So let's see. Jason's 3rd, 4th place is Bad Content here, 5th place is Weird Kid. Once you guys line up, please turn your engines off. We are going to be doing the national anthem. Connor's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Have this car up. There will be an engine command. This also serves to help us figure out who's AFK and who's not. Just a very important part of our deal. So if you could hop out of your cars, please. Please. Please get out of your car. I could turn it off for you. Alright, I believe everyone is out of their car. So, there's a flag off of turn 1. So, if there's anywhere to be, to face, it'll be over there. Probably by far the largest American flag anywhere on the schedule. All right. I'm not gonna play the United States national anthem. If you'd like to stand, you can. This is going to happen very shortly, so just a moment. All right. Here we go. Alright, drivers to your cars. Once you're ready, start your engines. Let's get your positions from the back to the front. In the number 3, representing, I would believe, Glitch Studios, it is Darktails. In 7th place, the number 36, taken up today by BG. Again, the Stephen Waters number 36 machine. In the number 18 Kyle Busch tribute car, it is Moneyman in 6th place. And on his debut road course race, it is Landon in the number 44 in 5th place. In the 4th place spot, again another Stephen Waters racing entry, the Monster Energy number 1. His debut Roswell race back content here YT. And onto the podium, there is one more Stephen Waters racing entry, the number 20 driven by Jason Dady, the hometown hero. As we come to second place, the number 38 Michigander, Jackson Cook. As he's us with our pole sitter, the Ibis Racing number 95. Give it out to Nicolas as we have our positions for today's race. Alright, well, I hope you guys are excited for a little switch up in our kind of opening song. We're going to have 2 laps of pacing and a 20-lap feature. So we're going to reset to -2 laps. Race mode is on. As for CCs, we are going to put today's CC limit to 40. So if you get to 40 CCs, the first penalty will be a 5-second penalty. Will not matter what happens, that will be added to your post-race time. And if you get 80 CCs, that is another 5-second penalty, which will total you out to a 10-second penalty post-race. And if you somehow get 120, you'll be out of the field. So, just stay on the track. Yeah, I think everyone here should be good. So, that being said, go when the car ahead of you goes. We are about to go yellow. Here we go. Of course, so we'll be resetting it, coming to the green flag. I am the lone host today. So, if there's any issues, try to do something to get my attention. If for some reason I don't catch what happened, if you get stuck or something, you can walk on track. Please try not to drive through the car that is ahead of you. I need Dark Tails to pull himself to the back of the field. You are in last place. I think I also need Bad Content or Landon up there. I think it was Bad Content, so I need Bad Content to move up. Again, there's no passing until you cross the start-finish line once we're green. So be aware of that. If you do manage to do that, you're going to be asked to give those spots back. If you don't, that will be most likely a time penalty. Also, if anyone for some reason manages to do a supercut, in example, they are cutting the speedway part, that will just be the end of your race. If you want to avoid that, if I spot you, stop your car completely. So, alright. This time by, we got 1 to go. So, lights on the track go out. Again, you guys in the back, try not to pass each other. Need, I think it's Landon to move up a little bit. No, there is a little bit of lag right now, but I've noticed a lot of stack up. Back content, please move up. Do another CC reset once we're on the back straight. As Kroon has actually joined last second. You can wait at the pit lane, Kroon. Take the 15. I need back content to move up. Okay, you're just going to watch? Okay. Once things get a little bit boring, I'm probably going to start clearing out these extra cars. I forgot to do that from the pit lane. So... or from the paddocks, so there might be a little lag coming out to it, so... watch the lights. Please try your best not to drive through people. I need Weird Kid to move up. Back content, come on, don't go off track like that. Watch the lights. Big lag spike. Green flag. Allowed to pass Jason. And we stack up into one. It was a great start by Squid Game, by BG. Alright, well, Nicolaus is leading us off. With Jackson Cook just behind him, so we'll see what he does here. Jackson Cook looking at the rear bumper of Nicolaus. We got to stack up for the 4th place spot. For this 3rd place. BG side by side with Connor, as well as Landon. Remember, your 40cc, 40 corner cuts will be the limit for today's race, but Nicolaus staying up ahead, but 3-car battle for the podium spot. BG taking the white line all the way out to the grass. Here comes Connor right down the inside, but pushing through goes Landon. Nicolaus still up ahead, but Jackson Cook right behind for the top of the field. We make our way out onto the oval section, looking at Connor, as Landon on his first time out has made his way up to the podium position. That number 44 car looking pretty strong coming out to the first lap. Nicolaus makes his way out through the final turn to make its way out and leading down the front straight. This will be his first lap led out of 20 laps today. As Landon will take up 3rd place. Moneyman Connor up there in 4th place. 5th place BG. 6th place is Jason Dady. He had a very strong, incredibly strong actually start position. Unfortunately, that start has not gone in favor. We've got a couple cars straggling behind as well. Currently, though, at the front of the field, it has been Nicolaus to stay that way. We'll be watching this battle for the 3rd place spot. Connor currently... It does actually look like Landon is starting to get a bit of a gap built up here on the 18 car. Squid Game, BG, under attack by his teammate, so we got a spin out behind us. Not sure who that was. Might have been Darktails. Jason Dady goes side by side with BG, but it looks like Jason Dady is going to be ahead. Nicolaus making his way out of the final turn. It looks like he's building up a little bit of a gap here with Jackson Cook. So we'll put the green flag out on the track. I think this is probably a good point to start clearing out the extra cars, so hopefully I do this the correct way. So if that does happen where something significant gets removed, we'll call the right flags if that comes about. Let me just clear out these extra cars for a second. Hey, Darktail, so if you want to go faster, you probably should be shifting. Here, you're short shifting. Okay, we're almost done with all the extra cars. And Jake's not here to do pacing, so we'll pull his car out too. Alright, so back to the action. I guess we could consider that basically the equivalent of a commercial break. Kroon cheers on his friend, Connor. Nicolaus leading us off still, and I think he's built up a bit of a gap. About maybe second and a half, 2 seconds here. Gets loose off the final turn. Moneyman has restored his 3rd place spot. So we had some sort of issue there for Landon. How about bad content and BG? Battle for the 6th place spot. However, Connor has regained the 3rd place spot. They are back on the podium. At this point, it's too late for for Steven Waters to join the field. Can't say I'm a surprised person at all with Nico's pace. Of course, He is the most experienced driver out here when it comes to road course racing. He has extensive experience with GTs. He's extensive experience with boat racing of all things. He's very good at that. But you know, this might not be exactly the track that he's most familiar with, but he is familiar with this style of racing, and he reigns his domination today at the Brickyard. And looks like that battle for third place raging on once again. Here comes the 44 looking at the outside of the 18. Moneyman and Landon going at it. Here goes Moneyman, loose off of the second to last braking point, second to last turn, and a bit of a crossover. Looks like Moneyman is going to fall back to fourth place. Landon regains the podium position. So this is the closest on-track battle going on, the 44 and the 18. We've seen them going back and forth, Connor and Landon. Turn 4, this again was a huge trouble turn last year, but looks like this year everything's pretty much smooth, everything looks good. 18. They were going a little faster for second through 4, but it looked like they kind of didn't gain anything to work off of. Connor closing in the gap for the podium spot, looking around the outside of the 44. Making our way back out into the oval down the inside, crossing over with the 44 of Landon. Again, side by side. Connor gets a little loose, but he's still holding it in there for the third place. The last spot we have on the podium that we'll be featuring today. Still side by side. Here is Landon on the inside of the straight. To the outside is Moneyman. Connor, can he gain anything into turn 1? Looks like he did for a second. There had been later on the brakes coming to the exit. It is still Landon in favor. That's a beautiful work of a turn there for Connor. Now the back straightaway into, I believe this is turn 7. And we got a little bit of a lockup coming from the 44. Connor making his way through, but he's still fighting to get through. It has been an epic battle for the third place spot. It was crazy at the start. We had several cars going completely at it. Of course, we've kind of wound our laps through. Things are getting a little bit spread out, but I think Jason actually might be climbing back up through the field. He's made his way by Bad Content to the top 5. So good work there for Jason. We're still watching this battle for third place. There's another lap that Landon manages to stay ahead of, just agonizingly ahead of the 18. Connor's laying on the brakes, almost locks him up, gets slidey off of 1. That's going to open up a little bit of a gap here. It actually might be possible this battling could be helping Jason Dady. We see him in the background. He's not quite in range, not quite striking distance, but he is certainly closing in. And there's Bad Content right behind as well. So, 2 possible battles going on here. It looks like Connor has another move. Not quite there, but he's just so close to the 44. Of course, this is the action between Jason and Bad Content. I think Bad Content has made the move on Jason, but it's hard to tell with the rubber banding. here's Landon potentially on his first race, potentially achieving a podium. That is something that historically is not a very easy thing to do in the ROX Mods. It has happened a couple times this year. Could be happening to the 44 today. It's all a matter if Connor can keep up. If these guys behind him close in the gap, of course, as well. And there's Darktails, the number 3 car, about to get put a lap down by your race leader, Nikolaus. Again, just clean lines by the number 95 Ibis Racing Machine. He will cut through like butter. I will say I love the way that new car looks. It's Jax's turn next. But let's see what's going on in this battle for 3rd place, as well as the 6th place battle. Still, it's kind of like Bad Continent's made the move. We're just staying ahead. Seems to get into a bit of a groove here. We look at the lap times. He is 3rd on the board. Something to note about Moneyman, even though he had a huge push to the 3rd place spot, lap time wise, he's currently in 6th place. So that begs a question. It's really like a game of consistency versus overall pace between these guys. But these 4 are incredibly close to each other overall. And we might be seeing Bad Content joining in the battle for 3rd in a couple of laps, judging by his overall pace. As well as Jason, potentially. A little loosey-goosey there. Bad Content going around. And Bad Content has lost it off of 1. We are still down with quite a few laps to go, so it's still possible to gain that gap up, especially if the caution comes in. Those don't really get called for spins out here on the road courses. We'd be spending all afternoon, all evening, probably going to be able to finish by midnight. But, yeah, it's very frustrating to spin out here. It's not quite that late into the race yet, but we are about halfway through it almost. Definitely make it back up with Jason. Might be able to climb up to these guys towards the end if he stays clean. Boy, we were cooking up to something for a second. Still a bit of a train here for between 3rd place and 6th place. Let's see how BG's doing. He's kind of off on his own track currently. I don't think Nico's quite by him yet. No, he's not. So he's about half a lap behind Nico. Let's see the battle again. Now the front straight. And I mean, Landon's just really staying that gap, and something happened here for Connor getting all out of shape. From 1 to 2. Kept it all together. I thought it was getting closer between Landon and him, but just made a couple loosey-goosey moments there off of 1 and 2. And that cost a bit. How about Jason? I think Bad Content is running up to Jason. The 2 Stephen Waters racing cars. Potentially a battle for the top 5. Your leaders made it halfway through the race. The cross flag comes out for Nikolaus into turn 1. And something's going on with Moneyman. Looks like a lot of lag. They have fallen all the way back to 4th place. We'll see if they jump back up or not, or what's going on. He's looking very loose. So something has shifted around for him in the last lap. And that is tough to see. He was battling for the 3rd place spot so much today. And he has slid his way back. And he has fallen to 6th place. Still in the battle, still in the fight. Can definitely close up here with Jason. As these 2 are going side by side again for the top 5. I think Connor's made his way through. Got our midfield madmen making their way through the S's, and all of them looking pretty confident out here. Honestly surprised, but for the most part, everyone's pretty clean today. It's a little sketchy with Jackson, but so far he's kind of managed his cuts. Again, the CC limit is 40, so he's not quite there. Oh, Connor gets loose. He's still good, but that costed him the 5th place spot. So something is off of this driving. Try our best to make sure these cars don't necessarily have tire wear. They shouldn't have tire wear. We'll be looking at after the race, but I can say with almost complete certainty there isn't tire wear, but his driving is certainly degraded since the last couple laps. Could be the pressure finally getting to him. He's pushing his car harder than he could ever imagine. And is bad content potentially making his way up? Not quite yet. Jason Dady side by side with Moneyman, but Moneyman making his way back ahead. As there's Darktails rejoining the track. Probably going to be a bit of a learning race here for Darktails. Jason Dady in. And again for Connor. It's the same turns that are really good. It's the first turn and the last turns of this track. Just got loose again. Boy, that's gotta be. I mean, that's frustrating to commentate, and that must be incredibly frustrating in the cockpit. Field is currently a little spread through as Dark Chalice is. Right. Jackson Cook, it's been kind of on his own race here in 2nd place, running good. As Nico makes any major spins, it's kind of all he's hoping for is for some sort of slip up by the leader, the 95. Just ticking those laps down. Currently, I believe 7 to go here. So we're about 2/3 of the way through the race, and just gonna see how the positions look. Very possible that actually bad content could be closing up for the 3rd place spot with Landon. So the 2 complete rookies to the series, they might have some surprise pace in them. Might be able to make up to the podium. Judging by lap times, actually, bad content is almost about half a second off of Jackson's time, so he's going to be closing in here hot for the podium. You might be seeing a Steven Waters entry making it into the top 3 finishers. Closing in pretty hot through the S's. He had his spin. That was a big spin. And it almost seemed like that spin has helped the number 1, which for some reason I have the 45 on the rear end. 145. Must have rushed when I was making that scheme, so we'll address that. That is scored officially as the 1 car. As Bad Content making his way side by side down the front straight with Landon. And Bad Content has made his way into the top 3, but here's Landon still on the inside. Moneyman and Jason Dady close to each other, but we're going to see what's going on up front. A little loose there for Landon. And Bad Content has reclaimed the top 3. $18 right behind the 20. So Jason Dady once again under attack by Moneyman. Your leaders now ticked it down to 5 laps to go. As he's closing in on BG to put a lap down. That is the other Stephen Waters Racing entry. Jason Dady side by side with Moneyman. Can the 18 do anything here? You run it side by side into the short chute. It looks like he's just ahead, but Jason Dady hot on the brakes. It's also close, I believe, it's very close with third place spot. Bad Content is still ahead into braking. Watch what's going on in this battle between 2 pretty well established drivers by this point. We saw Connor enter last year with the Farms group, but he is, I believe, an independent now. Kind of taken under Evan Varney's wing. You see side by side into 1. Moneyman is ahead of Jason Dady. Jason Dady's on the attack. Jason Dady looks at the inside. How about the battle for third place? And it's still in favor of Bad Content. Moneyman Connor is still ahead on the back straight. So we're going to see what's going on in this battle for third place. Oh, we got some inside for Landon. I don't know if that was too much or what was going on there. Almost looked like he kind of got loose in that direction of inside. Of course, it's understandable why these cars are spinning. It's a full 850 horsepower package here today, as that's 200 more than we've been running for the last few weeks. Even in the last 2 road course races, we've been running the lower power package. We got the full power today, and it becomes pretty tricky. He goes down to 4 to go. Jason Dady has made the pass once again on Connor into turn 1. Connor's hot on the brakes. Looks at the inside of 2. Still quite not in fighting range, but he's just about there almost to attack. But just got to make up a little bit of ground here if we want to see any sort of side-by-side action. Could be making the move, though. Just depends. Can he close that gap down through the S's? Looks at the inside of Jason Dady. Crossover move. And Jason takes a slightly less straight line than Connor, but a beautiful looking entry out onto the oval. They swap back and forth between the 5th place spot. Meanwhile, Landon has made the move on the 1 car. So we are now in the final 3 laps of the race. Battling out for both the 5th place and the 3rd place spot into 1. Landon is a battle of the rookies to make it to the podium. Jason Dady still ahead of Connor into 1, but Connor's hard on the brakes, and it's a beautiful looking line off of 1. Jason Dady gains inertia off of 2, but Moneyman on the inside. Again, taking a bit of a standard looking racing line, and it seems to be working in his favor. Bad content in the 44 battling. We're trying to get the action of both these guys as well as we can. Moneyman is currently ahead of the 20 side by side down the back straight. Nico with 2 laps to go as Jason Dady going off hard. Jason Dady spins out on the S's. He will rejoin the track. Does not fully spin around. He's still going, but that might have settled up that battle. That is tragic. This is his home track. Definitely one of the tracks he's wanted to be on the podium as much as pretty much anywhere else here. We'll be seeing, though, and of course, anything happens. This is the last chance for things to go haywire. But Nico is closing it down to that final lap threshold. It's through the short chute into the final chicane. As long as nothing big happens here, this will be the final lap that we're going into. Put the white flag out for Nico. So he makes his way down the front straightaway, an unstoppable force today, completely unchallenged. He has set that time that he's wanted to a 121.944, and he's consistently right there on the nice edge. A 122.004. An unstoppable force today. Let's see how the battle for third's going. It looks like Landon is currently up ahead in favor. We watch Nikolauts make his way one final time through the chicane on the back straight. He'll be staying off those curves, staying safe. Might be taking the quick line here. 21 seconds difference with Jackson Cook. Jackson Cook pretty much just has to make his way across the line. He will be good to go. The white flag out for the 44 and bad content. So Landon, you guys have one more to go here. As well as Jason and the rest of you guys when you make your way through. Nikolauts is making his way out onto the short chute. Now to the final chicane. Ibis Racing number 95 has had an unstoppable performance today here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Nikolauts just has one final turn to do. He will do it at the Brickyard as long as he's down to make it. He does. Nikolauts is down the front straightaway. Your race winner today is Nikolauts. Crossing the line in fashion. Some nice little straight line chicanes going on there. Jackson Cook is the second one to come up on board. Again, all he's got to do is just make his way through. It is easy going and an easy peasy lemon squeezy. Jackson Cook comes up today in second place. Let's see what's going on in the battle for third place. It is cooking up hot. We'll be watching this one coming to the last chicane. Landon, a couple car lengths ahead of bad content. It's all on the matter of a tough turn. And it's a beautiful turn by the 44. His first time out in the ROX Mods, making his way down the front straightaway with bad content with a strong fourth place performance for him. But in third place on the podium today, it is Landon. Bad content in fourth place. We're going to be watching now for the fifth place spot. Connor, one of the heavy hitters on the ovals. We saw him battling in third place today for quite a bit. Had some mid-race issues. They'll be coming across the line in the fifth place spot. Go, 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 go. Oh, and he brake checks across the line. Jason Dady will be finished in sixth place. Seventh place is Squid Game BG. And eighth place will be Darktails. If we could have your winner, Nikolauts, once you're ready to, you could do donuts, you could do pretty much whatever you want until that point. We have a victory lane, which will also be a shared podium. And there's Nikolauts doing burnouts off of the pit lane exit. It has been an unstoppable race for the 95, and now it's below-esque performance here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Just an untouchable driver when it comes to these road course races. Of course, we'll have 3 podium sitters, and it looks like this year at Indianapolis we're going to be playing the Trinidad National Anthem. I bet Not one of you here have ever heard it before, except for Nico. So, this will be a first timer. I would like to have our podium finishers to head to the podium. That'll be Nikolauts, Jackson Cook, and as well as I believe that was Landon, but we'll make sure of it. Yeah, Landon. Alright, Nikolauts gonna put it in victory lane, and then right above we'll have our podium. And Jackson Cook's not here, so I'll do a stand-in for him. If you guys want an interview, stick around. We will get everybody. But we're going to go ahead with the national anthem, of course, of Trinidad in honor of the very patriotic colors, actually, of this country's flag. I gotta say, that's very, very suiting. So, let's go ahead. So give it out to Nikolauts, and we're going to start with this anthem. Alright, well, let's get an interview with your race winner, Nikolauts. Completely unstoppable today. I mean, I don't know if I should even really be surprised. This is a road course. You're kind of the road course guy. At least I can pick out from the field today. What was going on today?
Not much. Just drove really. Mostly race I was really just trying to see if I can set under a 122, and I managed to get it at like the last 5 laps.
Alright, well, I didn't notice that you were wanting to beat that 122. That was the thing you were thinking it was possible. You showed that it is possible. And just showed yourself as an unstoppable driver today. Anything to take home today, other than the trophy?
No, it was a pretty good race. I heard that there was a lot of good battling for 3rd place. I wish I could have seen it. I tried to catch up as quickly as I could, but it just wasn't that fast. But no, it was yeah, honestly, a track wide enough for the ROX Mods is actually not bad. It actually did feel pretty good. though the suspension was too stiff and it was feeling every bump on the track, which was a little annoying around the last turn. Other than that, I took a chill drive, I had fun, you know, I'm chilling.
All right, well, that's good to hear, Nico. Thanks for turning up to today's race, and congratulations on taking home a Brickyard trophy. That is a brand new
Oh, thank you.
edition of it, so it's a little fancy. It's got wings. So,
Very nice. All right, thank you.
yep, thank you there, Nico. We don't have Jackson Cook here for interviews right now. We do have JD Kelly, of all people. We'll briefly unmute you. Hi, JD. Let's get a word out from Landon, who actually on his first race managed to take home a podium.
I'll take it, man.
It is
I
a
was so nervous.
It is a hell of an achievement to do it. You were battling back and forth with guys like Connor. There's also the other guy, Bad Content. Even at some points, it looked like Jason. So a lot of back to front for you. But what exactly went on in today's race?
Yeah, Nico, I just want to say I hate you because you're fast. You made me look like a slow pile of crap out there. But qualifying, qualified P5, so I was kind of happy with how we qualified. And my main goal wanted to be podium, but I kind of wanted to keep my goals realistic because I expected, I knew this field had a lot of competition. I knew there's gonna be a lot of guys that had a lot to lose here. And since this is my first ever start, I didn't really have anything to lose, so I knew just gotta send the piss out of it and hope it works. Um, and I don't even know how I got here, man. The battles were crazy. I want to thank the one car for having a clean battle with me, the 18. Whoever was behind the 18 that almost caught us there, but that was a damn good race. Congrats, Nico, on the win. Want to thank everybody on this car, man. It was a good race. Car felt good. Yeah, and we'll try to get back here next week and see if I can have a good finish. I'm like racing this series. Cars were clean, and I just overall had a really good race.
All right, well, that's awesome to hear, man. And thanks for turning out. Another driver that is new, almost had a podium at the first time, the highest finishing car for Steven Waters Racing this week. We have bad Content. I don't know if that's how you want to go by.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Well, you had a lot of back to forth here. You were rotating between 6th place and the podium. A little unfortunate for the end there, but I mean, just a hell of a strong performance for your first time out. What do you guys say?
I mean, I spun twice there. Honestly, I was surprised. I got it back going, and I started. I mean, for never ever running these cars before, I thought it was gonna be horrible, but that wasn't even terrible. I mean, I don't think I've ever driven a I think every single Roblox game has been automatic for me, and it wasn't even terrible this race. I think it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, it was fun to drive. I wouldn't say there wasn't much battling. Honestly, it was more just us trying to hit our marks. But it was still really fun to try and get past everybody else. Like it was super fun out there. So, yeah, I don't know. I might come back here for more. We'll see.
It's also to Mirhan here, man. I hope you do. Next week we'll be out at Winchester, so that is the scary half mile. So we'll see what happens there. It'll be the first time using that track, so not sure what to look forward to. Whatever happens, happens. But
Yeah.
yeah. Well, thank you for turning up today. Is there anything else you want to say before we move on to Connor?
That was just fun. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for turning up, and let's get a talk out of Connor. Now, you came out of a 2 in a row third place results coming up from the last oval races we had. And looks like you had it in you today, but there's a lot of tough moments today. Of course, all those spins. If you could talk us through what happened today, Connor.
Yeah, so one of the big things that really affected me during this race is some of you guys may or may not know, sorry. But I usually race on controller. But unfortunately today I did not have a controller that was available. So I was basically using mouse the whole race, which really affected me. I feel like I could have kept that battle going for third place if I had a controller, but unfortunately I didn't. So that really messed me up. But I was like just turned on my music and just started driving and just pushed the car as far as it would go, and somehow got a top 5 finish.
Well, you gave it your all today. I know there's a lot to talk about. I mean, you pump up the power 200 when you've been running 650 for the past how many weeks at this point? Like 7.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's been. I think the last time we had the full power package was at Richmond. So, just kind of takes a bit to adapt back to it. We'll be back at it next week with a full power. So, um, we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, hopefully Evan can give me some good tips. Can hopefully get a pull.
It's also kind of for Evan, that being his track that he's actually set pole at in real life. So.
Yeah.
I'm in favor of thinking Evan's going to win, but I genuinely hope you do well
100%.
next week. I know that ovals are a bit more your pace, so we'll see what comes up.
Thanks.
Thank you. And we're going to talk to Jason. Of course, maybe not the race you wanted today. You had a very strong qualifying spot, Jason, but you did manage to make a race out on your home track. How does that feel?
It feels amazing that I just raced at my home track and got 6th place. I was battling with the number 18, but it's not bad. I would get the hang of it like for this year and next year when we're coming back to Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
For sure, Jason. You did have good pace in qualifying. It just seems like you had a bit of a rough start going on there. What exactly happened at the start?
I was trying to focus and then I spun out. I'd lose a bit of control, but overall it was doing fine.
All right. Well, we know next week is another track in Indiana. I think the last race we have in Indiana, going over to Winchester. So we're still up in your home state. Wish you the best of luck coming to that. Is there anything else you want to say before we move on to your teammate BG?
I would want to thank Bass Pro Shop and other sponsor I currently have, like Roundy Energy, the DeWalt, and yeah, those are my sponsors for this season. Yep, that's about it.
All right. Well, thank you there, Jason, and hopefully we'll see you on next week. And we got one more person to interview. That is Darktail. I think today was just more so of a learning experience on the track than anything, but something we did see that is new out on the track, and I think something that I personally like. Your car.
Yeah.
Well, first off,
Not gonna lie, I love this car.
yeah. So what happened in today's race, Dark?
I really don't know. I'm used to automatic, so manual was a new spin, and definitely I felt like I could have slowed down the corners, and I just kept losing control in the corners. Yeah, wasn't a good race.
Well,
Hoping to do better next week.
we do know that we have an oval next week. We're gonna have 4 gears instead of 3, by the way. So be aware to open up that 4th gear.
Yep.
Yep. Want to talk about your car? At all? I like the way it looks.
Yeah, I love this car. Of course, we got the glitch logo just sitting there. The Murder Drones logo underneath that. Got the 2 Kyle Busch tribute things with the 18 and his signature. Then we just got Uzi.
It's for the
I do love
artist.
how this car came out. Yep. I do. Also, the 3, I love how the glitch is on the 3.
So it's an awesome car. Hopefully, we will reflect that with the performance next week. I'll see if I can help you with anything. Try to push this
Yeah.
car, hopefully to the front, because it'd be awesome to be able to put this thing on stream more. So,
Yeah.
that being said, next week is once again an oval. You ever heard of Winchester?
Yes, I have heard of Winchester.
What do you think about Winchester?
I think it's a good track. I've never personally raced there. So, new track for me. I'm probably going to practice a lot more during the week.
And I'm gonna have to probably
To
set it up
practice
this
more
week.
during this week.
All right. Well, it is good to see this car finally out. My friend and
Yep.
I grinded so hard to get this thing
Yeah.
done. Mainly dumb, if I'm gonna be honest. It was honestly dumb. But it was basically just them. I just kind of helped kind of direct them.
Yep.
I love how it's come out. So,
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see you doing better next time. It's good to see some stuff coming up. Some
Yep.
interesting looking livery. This is like the first time I've actually helped make a car in a while. So, thank you to all the drivers that showed up today. Again, as I'd like to say, we're gonna go out to Winchester next weekend. It is the final race in Indiana, and I mean it's been a lot of them. We've had Mount Lawn, we've had Plymouth, South Bend. I mean the Mini Indy 150 was crazy. I actually plan to optimize the cars coming up to next week's race. We're probably gonna try to reduce the tri count significantly without doing too much. We're going to get rid of the mirrors, the invisible brake discs and calipers that you literally cannot see, and we might optimize the shift levers. So we're going to see how that goes out. Plan is to reduce a field from a 10-car field. We plan to reduce it by 100,000 tries. That's kind of the goal here. So that's hopefully what we'll achieve. So that being said, thank you guys for turning out to today's race. I'm gonna work my ass off getting the cars optimized for next weekend. Hopefully that'll kind of fix our lag issues somewhat. It's gonna be the fastest track I think we've run because it's got like I think the banking there is steeper than Bristol.
Oh boy.
So
It's like
This is going to be
37
insane next week.
something.
yeah, it's
Basically, it's
We're
more
all
than
going to die
Daytona.
next
Yeah.
week.
it's gonna be an early track that we come to next week. So hopefully things go well there.
I'm
God, my finger
scared.
hurts still.
Evan's gonna lap us all like 10 times.
Yes, Evan's going to destroy us all.
Yeah, so I'll probably spend the next day or two getting the track ready, at least to drive on, and then after that we'll be optimizing the cars. But a big thanks to you guys for turning up today. The next road course we do is actually the following weekend. We're going to be going to...
Oh, God.
It's actually the quirkiest track on the schedule. It doesn't really know what it is. If you guys ever ran Hoosier before, you will know about the
Nope.
track. Yeah, it's a fictional one. It is based off of Thomas's GTPN's Yorkshire that we built back in 2020. Had some disagreements. Can't really run the oval because of it. I don't really feel like ruffling his feathers. It's a great track. It is a roval, a temporary circuit built onto a short track. Track length is just over a half mile. We do spin cautions. It is the only road course with spin cautions. We do a standing start. It's basically the one road course that anyone here could win at. So, if that does come to be, then
Who knows? Maybe I'll get my first win soon. Hopefully.
that's how Jackson Cook got his first win, and we've seen quite a few surprise winners there before. So, whatever happens, happens. If it stays green for a while, then it could end up being a race with cars a lap down.
I'd really love to put this car in victory lane. I love this car.
No. We gotta see the 18 in victory line. It's gonna
Uh,
happen soon.
Whenever Hoosier comes about, but we'll focus on that next time. By far, Evan Varney
like-
still is your points leader. He's managed to sit out this race. He beat out Twin Triple V6 since Twin has sat out since the last road course race at Blackhawk Farms.
God, I hate that job.
I hope Jake isn't listening to the stream.
He probably is.
That's
I
oh boy.
crashed out. I just jumped out.
Well,
of my car and
anyways,
left
I'm gonna turn on murder drones because.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. We're gonna close the stream up again once. Again, I will say thank you to the drivers that came to today's race. A big thanks to Jackson Cook for making out today. Hopefully, we'll see you next week when we go to Winchester. We'll see. We all kind of have a sense that it's gonna be an Evan Varney win. So we'll see if that rings true.
He's gonna demolish us all. It's gonna be a
he's
fight
done
for second.
over 1,000 laps on that track in one day. We're cooked.
We all are cooked. It's a fight for second. It's
So
a fight for second.
So I'm gonna wrap things up here. If you guys want to keep on chatting, did I talk to?
Yep.
Oh wait, there's a driver I skipped an interview on.
Even here still.
Yes, he is. BG, I am very sorry. I didn't realize I skipped you.
It's fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
I know today, like, I barely even realized you're on the track. What happened in today's race, BG?
Not much, but racing. That start, I don't know what happened there.
Do you remember that start? You had a crazy start, but
Yeah, I was behind and I just put her to the floor.
kind of looked like everyone kind of just bunched up, and you had to just time the best. So maybe those stars will come in handy in the coming weeks.
Hopefully. Yeah, I was falling behind, so I just floored it and going into turn 1 and yeah.
So I'm sorry. I would like to formally apologize for skipping your interview, BG.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is just kind of like a little bit more of one of those learning experience races as we saw at Darktail. So
Yep.
Yeah.
we go to an oval next week. I know you guys kind of look forward to those, so we'll see what comes up. We're gonna optimize the cars. That should be that should be a lot easier on everyone. If you guys want to continue chatting, feel free to go to general unless there's something that you want to add to what happened today.
Yeah, Robo, I have one request.
Yes.
Next week, can you make Evan's car like the slowest car?
We need to nerf Evan's car. We need to make him have 3 years.
I can't
He'll
nerf this
still
car.
end up winning, but like,
Watch him be listening to the race. Watch him be
he's
listening right
he's
now.
leading the race. He's gonna GM you, Connor, and be like, "Shut the."
bro, I've been DMing him back and forth. He's not responded. I think he's out of track or something. I think he's racing. I don't know.
I think that's what Turbo's doing. I think he's at a track.
All right. Well, BG, thanks for turning up to today's race.
You're welcome.
Better luck next time, and of course, when we do circle track racing, I swear I will try my best to optimize that car. We should be looking forward to some slightly less laggy racing, hopefully. So, Winchester,
Hopefully.
new track. A lot of things on the line for me, so hopefully I pull something good. I cannot guarantee anything. So
Yes,
good
you
luck,
can.
guys. I can guarantee it could be a shit show.
No, you can guarantee that Evan's gonna win.
I can guarantee that too. That's true. Unless like his
Wouldn't be
controller
surprised.
disconnects.
Hopefully.
Oh,
Or
you
his mouse breaks. Hopefully he shoots his mouse.
guys are wishing on his downfall.
We are. We are
Yes.
so fully, openly wishing on the downfall of Evan.
All right. Well, good luck next week, guys. I'm gonna finish my stream up here. If you guys want to keep on
Yep.
talking, I'm gonna unmute everybody. You can talk here. You can go to general.
Uh,
I will definitely myself. But that being said, yep, we are going back to. We're gonna go to another fine track in Indiana. We're gonna go to Winchester, and it'll be the first time there. Not sure what exactly to expect. Could be a slippery setup to kind of account for the turning. We'll see what I can do. So, thank you guys for watching, and till next week.